please welcome Peter King-Smith.
Good morning. In addition to mentoring for MergeLane, I also mentor for another accelerator that has been established by the Australian government and KPMG to help Australian companies that are already successful get established in the US. Coincidentally, Hired On Demand, my mentee from MergeLane this year, shares the exact same market space as Simpro, which is my mentee company from Australia. Simpro actually already has $20 million in sales providing software for job management for the construction industry. They are now getting established here. They raised $30 million from a New York venture fund and are setting up here in Colorado to expand into the US market. When I introduced Hired On Demand to Simpro, who have thousands of customers in Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom, I asked them if they would have an interest in meeting. It was kind of interesting. They all just kind of looked at each other and smiled. And as I found out, it turns out they were trying to develop a piece of software very similar to what is available now from Hired On Demand. So we set up a meeting between the two companies. It went very well. It looks like they're going to have a partnership together. And the fact that Simpro was going to develop a similar kind of functionality as a result of feedback from their thousands of clients around the world, it really validates the opportunity now for Hired On Demand and shows that there's a great market, not just here in the US where they certainly have a big opportunity, but actually worldwide as well. So to thrill and amaze you with the opportunity that Hired On Demand is now going to be taking on, it's my pleasure to introduce co-founder and CEO, Corey Smith.
The construction industry does over $1 trillion in annual revenue. And there are over 700,000 construction companies in the United States. Construction dwarfs frequently backed venture capital industries. Online dating, $2 billion annually. Construction, 500 times greater. Yet, the construction industry is frequently overlooked and ripe for innovation. We're bringing you an opportunity to address the #1 challenge faced by commercial construction: managing labor. I'm Corey Smith, CEO of Hired On Demand. I have 20 years of experience in the construction industry. I've been there digging ditches. I got my degree in construction management, and I've resolved hundreds of labor challenges during my time in the industry. Without Hired On Demand, companies spend weeks searching for resources using personal contacts, the yellow pages, and temporary labor services that are marked up over 100%. This costs a boatload. We've talked to hundreds of construction companies, and they agree the market is ready and wide open for a technical solution. At Hired On Demand, we've created a tool that allows companies to keep their workers working, optimize their payroll, and be able to find help when needed. We did this through a marketplace where companies can search for short-term labor opportunities or find crews to hire on demand the day, week, or month they are in need. Here's how Hired On Demand works. A company creates a simple profile. They select whether they have labor or they need labor. They list all of their time and job requirements, where they are located, and then through our app, they are matched with companies or crews that meet their needs. After both parties agree to the work, Hired On Demand confirms the match and adds a 30% transaction fee paid for by the hiring firm. So here's why we matter. 70% of contractors can't find labor. And our addressable market is 92% of construction companies. That's roughly 670,000 companies with fewer than 20 employees. These companies struggle each and every week to meet and plan for their labor needs. They either have too much labor sitting on the bench in between projects costing money, or they're desperate for workers to complete jobs. The magic of our marketplace is the same company that needs labor this week has excess labor the following week. Companies are thrilled to use both sides of our platform to solve their labor challenges. We solve labor challenges by giving companies the opportunity for short-term job opportunities, increased profits, and the ability to meet deadlines with an added workforce. Our competition lacks customized searches, and if you're lucky enough to find a skilled hand that meets your needs, they're scheduled weeks in advance and still cost you tons of money. Currently, companies that have excess labor or gaps in their schedule have no options and pay millions for crews to sit around and do nothing. Hired on Demand launched in our home state of Colorado, and we plan to quickly grow into other high-growth construction markets. Before our app even launched, we were making matches, generating revenue. We spoke to 1,000 potential customers, and we have trade associations excited about our platform. In the last few days, we've had 30 companies pre-register to sign up to our platform to help with their labor challenges. With our app live, we can decrease the amount of time it takes to make matches and increase the number of opportunities companies see on both the supply and the demand side. Our team is a highly motivated foursome with over 40 years of combined construction experience and a strong technology background. Workers sitting around, this is inefficient. Hired on Demand makes it easy for companies to manage their labor. Help us disrupt the construction industry and solve their #1 challenge, managing labor. Thank you.